This is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza, and welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. In this edition, I talk about my truck and camper shell rig and some of the advantages of having this setup. There's other setups, of course, and better setups and more expensive setups, but this is my economy. I'm emphasize economy camping setup. My wife and I, for many, many years, had a Class B van, and we really enjoyed going to Lake Tahoe, New Mexico, all over the Southwest in our van. But we sold it, several years back, and now we're doing some truck bed camping. For a while there, between the Class B and this truck, we did some tent camping. Of course, that wasn't a lot of fun. It got a little cold in the Colorado Rockies, and sometimes I remember one time in the Rockies, our tent, essentially the portholes, the windows, fell apart, and we got flooded in a torrential rain. So that wasn't no fun. So of course we've gone backpacking in this desolation wilderness, etc., and stayed for weeks in the mountains. But now we have this truck, and this truck is specifically a Chevy Colorado, a 2016 Chevy Colorado pickup, and it's the what do you call it? The extended cab version with a 6-foot bed. It has 2 jump seats, not so good. Essentially designed for children. Adults would complain quite a bit, but we enjoy it quite a bit. What are the benefits of this truck? I really like it because it goes smoothly down the road, and it gets decent mileage. In the city, it gets over 28 miles per gallon, and that's my average so far over the last 3+ years that I've had this. And I've put over, close to 40,000 miles on this truck. This camper shell I bought here in Fort Worth, Texas, and it's a very nice little camper shell. It works out for me, and it's not the high-end camper shells. It's not a top-of-the-line camper shell. It's what you call an entry-level to mid-range camper shell. But essentially, they're just plastic shells with some, sliding glass and a couple odds and ends. And I got a good deal on it. They had a sale going on in which they give you the sliding windows, the carpeting inside the shell to give you a little bit of insulation, and a light, and sliding front window also. So between the truck and the camper shell, there is a sliding window. Works out pretty good for me. I added, specifically for this truck, this right here. This is my bed rug, and it's all inside. It matches the camper shell, and so inside, and it works out very nicely. I really like it. The benefits of a bed rug is that when in the middle of the night, while you're camping and you're in your pajamas or in your shorts, you just come out and you don't scrape your knees. The carpet's pretty friendly on your body, and you don't get injured. You're not, dealing with bare metal, which is no fun. Okay, so we've gone camping in this vehicle, for 2-3 day camping and several weeks of camping. Okay, and we've done that at least a dozen times over the last few years, and we really enjoy it. So this is my truck bed camping rig. Again, the benefits of this rig: it's a small, medium-sized truck, and it fits in this garage right here. I measured my garage. It wouldn't fit an Ford F-150 or a Chevy 1500 or a Dodge or any big truck, standard truck. So I had to buy something, a mid-range, mid-size, truck, so it can fit. So I have about 3 inches in front, 3 inches in the back, and 4 inches on each side. And the roof right here, you get you about that much, another 2 inches of space. My wife has her Subaru parked over here. I have my Chevy truck over here. In Texas, unlike my home state of California, where I grew up in San Jose, has a lot of hail, a lot of inclement weather. So if I left my truck out here during a hailstorm, it would be dented quite a bit. So I don't like dents. If I can get one of those Tesla Cybertrucks with that stainless steel that industrial strength stainless steel exterior, I would leave it out here. You know, I would love to have a Tesla Super, you know, one of those Cybertrucks. You know, Elon Musk, why don't you send me one right now? I would be glad to give it a test drive for 3, 4, 5 years to make sure it's operating within parameters, okay? So this truck, again, I had to fit it inside the garage. Ooh, it's cold outside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's cold. It's in the low 30s today in Fort Worth, Texas. You know, it was last week, it was in the 80s, then it dropped to the 30s. That's how it works in Texas. Blank. We get a very short fall and a very short spring. We get an extended winter and definitely an extended summer, okay? So I'm enjoying this truck quite a bit. What do you think? Do you like this truck combination? Again, it has the tow capacity of 7. I got something in my mouth. Whatever that is. I don't know what it is. Probably that coconut cream pie my wife made me. That's a piece of coconut, probably, yeah. So it has a 7,000 pound rated hitch. I bought the ball at 7,500 pounds. It doesn't make it 7,500 pounds. It's just a little extra beefy, and I put it on there so I can tow something eventually. I would like to tow something like a 5,000 pound travel trailer. That's my goal, a 7,000 pound travel trailer. I mean, a 5,000 pound dry travel trailer. Fill it up with about 800 pounds of water, odds and ends, and water. It goes in the tanks, not inside the RV. It goes in the tanks, because if you have an RV, you also got to add the weight of the water, so you get that's part of your cargo carrying capacity. So I figure 800 pounds should do it. So I'll keep that around under 6,000 pounds while I'm going down the road. That'd be fantastic, don't you think? Not the 7,000. I'm not going to overburden my truck. I want the engine to last a while, the transmission to last a while. I want my truck to last a while. I don't want to, again, overburden it, overstress it. So that's the plan, at least. I was planning to buy a truck 2 years ago and last year. My wife, last year we had a specific fund. We put money in it to buy an RV. We put other monies in other things for retirement, IRAs, 401ks, Roths, and other retirement accounts. And, of course, I have a pension and stuff like that. So both of us have accounts, and we set them up. We set up one for the RV. But my wife, just a few blocks from here, got rear-ended by some person, and her car was absolutely totaled. Her Honda was totaled beyond recognition. Luckily, thank God, my wife was unscathed. She's in perfect shape. She's in good shape, and she had her seatbelt on, and she's in relatively good shape. She swims a lot, does a lot of athletic activities, so she was in good shape. She survived. So we had to spend the money that we originally were planning to buy the RV to get her a new car. She had the car company. The insurance company gave us so much money, and I added the amount of my RV fund so she can get a nice car. So she got a nice Subaru. She's always wanted a Subaru, so now she has a Subaru, and she really enjoys it. She really loves it. And I'm glad that she feels safe in her all-wheel drive with all the latest tech, safety features in her Subaru. She's just sitting here now, but because she's teaching from home. She's a professor, and she teaches her classes. She's a full professor, and she teaches her classes from the 4th bedroom, her office, okay? So hers fits there, mine fits here, and I'm looking forward to getting an RV. What RV would I like to get that weighs about 5,000, maybe 5,100, 200 pounds? Something like a Flagstaff Microlight 25 FPS. That's a nice RV. It's a very nice RV. I really like that travel trailer. It fits my needs perfectly, basically. I just need something to sleep in. 2 chairs for my wife and I. She can be knitting. I could be sitting there next to her, reading a book or watching TV. Of course, we get the satellite dish, and we'd be listening to music, when it's rainy, just like today, overcast and cold in the 30s. And it'd be fantastic. It would be definitely better than sleeping in my truck, man. It's nice sleeping in the truck, but you don't have a toilet. You don't have a TV, you don't have a radio, you don't have recliners, other than the front seats. You can set those recline. But, so I'm really looking forward to getting a travel trailer, small one, again, something like that. What do you think? What suggestions do you have for around a 5,000 pound travel trailer dry? You know, something we can tow behind us. We don't want anything too long. You know, I want something that's appropriately sized, okay? Appropriately sized for this truck. I don't want something too big. You know, we can all get excited and say, hey, yeah, that one has that has features. This has a gigantic bedroom that's isolated with doors and more storage, but nah, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to get too excited. Being conservative is smart. Don't you think? I'm trying to stay warm. So again, that 25 FBS has about 1,300 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. That's a lot. I don't visualize us even getting close to 900 pounds. So what do you think? So I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, giving you a short tour of my truck and my camper shell. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me about truck bed camping. I've also camped in a travel trailer, and I've also camped in a Class B. My neighbor right there is currently in Missouri, and she's in her Class A, and they're doing very well and doing exciting. My other neighbor over there has a, what is that thing called? I forget. Has a Lance camper, Lance travel trailer, and the other one has open range. So everybody has travel trailers in my neighborhood. I'm the only one without one. I gotta get one soon. So from Fort Worth, Texas, hope you're feeling great. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. This channel has only been around for less than a year, and it's growing pretty good. Not great, like gangbusters, like a rocket. No, it's growing okay. I'm just I do this as a hobby. I'm not an RV dealership. I'm not trying to sell RVs or sell, RV destinations or making money selling products and services and doing reviews. I just, if I review anything on this channel, it's because I bought it, okay? I spent my own cash. So, that's how a lot of people get, do a lot of videos, because, that's part of their business model. They're trying to make a buck. I'm not trying to make a buck at this time. If you want to send me a buck, I'll take it. Of course I will. So I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. Please like, subscribe, and share, and leave your kind and friendly comments below the description. Thank you very much. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.